I'd like to talk a minute this morning about the account where um, the 11 are going to replace Judas. The record is found in the first chapter of Acts, the second half of that chapter. And what we find is that it says that there is a direct reference that must be fulfilled from the Old Testament. David said it in the Psalms. That's in verse 16. And then down in verse 20 it says, "For it is written in the book of the Psalms, let his habitation be desolate, and let no man dwell therein. And his bishopric let another take." So there's clearly, supposed to be some Old Testament prophecy. If we look back in Psalm chapter 69, verse 25, we see part of that. Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents. And if we look down in chapter 109, verse 8, the second part of verse 8, it says, "Let another take his office." Now, one thing that I would say right off is the comments are generally plural. They're, them. It's referring to a group of people against David. And generally, another thing you can notice out of these two chapters, chapter 69 and 109, is they're just a long laundry list of cursing against his enemies. Another thing is there's nothing that directly relates to Judas in all these chapters. There's nothing, no events. There's nothing that puts the puzzle together. And just there's not a lot of meat here. It appears they're just taking something from the psalm and declaring that it means something so that they could substantiate their need to add one to the 12. Again, I realize that there's not a whole lot here, rock solid, that I could stand on, but it really just appears, if you entertain the possibility of something not being accurate in the Bible, it really appears that this is mistaken from the Old Testament. It's not a prophecy, and it's not intended to one particular person, and not Judas at all.